Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapes 2, version 1.0, and last episode we got a milestone shape done, and we also started working on these guys. And actually right now we've got all these shapes are delivered. By now I'm sure they're all delivered and they just need to feed in. We've got a couple of operator levels to claim. Bet this one's about to pop. Very exciting. We're at operator level 60. It's very exciting as well. The top 28% worldwide. And what else is going on? We are over here is our main hub. And yeah, these are all of our little watermelon shapes cruising on in. And you can see here we've got it. More than what we need for the next level. In fact, I think we can probably, yeah, we can probably cut that guy off. Let's just go ahead and boink. Excellent. So, we are gonna work. Well, first of all, we have this milestone. And we've unlocked our third, or we will be unlocking our third space level, which is very exciting. And then we're going to start working on this milestone to get to crystals. So let's get going on that. Before we do, I just want to put in a call for action. I'm hoping that if you're watching this and you are one of the over 55% viewers that have not subscribed yet, that you will consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal, and yeah, we're cruising along. We've got a lot of people, and I'm very appreciative of it. So yeah, or even and if you have subscribed, of course, a like is helpful. It just tells YouTube that hey, this is a video that maybe other people are gonna like. And if you want to get all fancy, you can even ring that little bell and get alerted when we have new videos that come out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There we are, 61%, and then this one just finished. And then this will start rolling in. And once that is going, then we'll have all those, another 1,400 research. Look at this. Oh my god. All right, should we do this? Should we just shop it up? Let's buy all the wiring. So the wire basics are 2,000. And then that unlocks everything else. So look at that. That's 3,800, 3,800. So logic gates, simulated machines, global wire transmission, which requires the third level, which we unlocked a while ago, and the operator shape receiver, which is another 800. Now we can also come in here and yeah, we've got 126,000 research credits. Look. This platform capacity, that's going to be this number going up. So 24,000, 32,000. We got another achievement. Richard Sanchez spend 150,000 research points. Oh, this one we can't afford. Look at that. That's exciting. So let's increase this. Train speed is maxed out. That's another one. Hyperdrive. Upgrade trains to their maximum speed. And then train capacity. So 4, up to 5, up to 6. Is that an achievement? How is that not an achievement? Alright, the train capacity is fully unlocked. So the only thing we've got left is platform capacity. And that's going to be 120,000. That's significant. And then I don't know what it'll be to get to the last one. But yeah, we've got... That'll be another... When we do this upgrade, that's another 50,000 platform capacity. Alright, gives you an idea of what is going on here. So, let's go and take a look at this. So first of all, let's hit this milestone. Yay, so that gives another 1,000 platform capacity. Our third space level and 2 new jobs. So what that means is right here you can see we're on level 0. Then when I go up, we're on level 1. Then when I go up, we're on level 2. That is new. We did not have that before. So let's grab this as our first one in from that shape. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look, we're already up to 80,000 research credits. That's crazy. Okay. So we have a couple of things going on. We have unlocked the 3rd level. So that is good. And then we also have our operator level. Yeah. So our milestone. Once this milestone is done, we will unlock crystals. So here's what I want to do is for this one, I want to build a machine where I'm just going to dump squares, full squares, and maybe full spikes into. And just go from there. All right, so over here, if we look, we've got some squares. Now, here's the other thing is we're going to need some colors for this. We're going to need yellow, and eventually we're going to need white. So I would like to just... Well, we're going to need to paint it in the machine. But what I'm going to do is I think we're going to deliver yellow and white paint to the machine. So in the meantime, we've got blue spikes and magenta spikes. And let's do right up here. Look at this. We've got spikes and blue. Here's a thing of full spikes. And then here's this. And then green or yellow is as green and red. So I think what I want to do is this is I'm gonna get a miner. No, you know what? Let's go to depot and get depot shapes. And yeah, let's just do this. And I'm gonna get rid of that. And then let's go over here to depot fluid. Oh, boink. And do that. Get rid of that. All right. So now what I'm going to do is get our painter and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Run that into there. This is going to do that and go in. All right, so then that creates blue spikes for this. Claim another one. And then we're going to take these guys and run them all in to wagon loader. I'm going to do a wait stop. I'm kind of becoming a fan of wait stops. I don't know why. And let's do that, and we will, what is it? How many of this? 9,000. Okay, so that's not a lot. And we're going to bring it in to there, which, yeah, delivers into the single. That's perfect. Boink. To boink. All right. So I'm going to let, yeah, see, those are rocketing in very quickly because of the, because we've quadrupled everything up. So I'm just going to do one train for now. And we'll get it going. All right. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to take this and put it here. And get that going here, and then we're going to do a mixer. And, yeah, just do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Run that in there. This is eventually going to come up here. And do that. Oh, not that. Ah. All right. like so. Alright, so then this will eventually create all of the magenta fluid that we need once we start sending it in. It's going to take a minute for that red. Oh, it's actually, again, because we've got so much of this feeding in, it's cruising along. Look, already up to level 8. I love it. All right, so that is going. What I'm going to do... Also, look at this. So right here we've got this. So, yeah, let's do the same thing. That's what I want. And we've got, we need to do some mixing. So let's bring this to right here. That way. Yeah, do that. And feed that in there. And yeah, we'll get rid of that. And we need to feed red into there. And green. I think this one we will use a train. So do a fluid loader. Do 4. And we'll create that. Sure, let's use a green train. And fluid. Alright. Boink. This is going to come up over here. And just start dumping fluid into there. Unloader. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 6. Okay. Done. And then that. You know what? Do I want that? Alright, so that's a blue train. That's a blue train. I don't want this to be blue. I'm going to have this one be a different color. Be magenta. Why not? And then I want that to go into a different thing. But everything is sort of occupied right now, right? This is why, again, I've said this before, the vortex is the bottleneck, right? Yeah, it can do this. And what was the color? Blue. No. That one's not blue, is it? It's cyan. Right? No, it's magenta. Alright, there we are. Magenta. Alright, so magenta will come over and drop it into here, which seems to be going a little slower. That is what operator 4. Let's go take a look at operator 4. Yeah, it's going a little slowly. Do we have... Yeah, we've got stuff delivering like crazy. Alright, after this delivers, I'm going to just kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to kill half those. Alright, let me make sure those are all delivered. Oh, look at that. They didn't even all deliver. send those back. How did those not all... Oh my god. Oh. The reason it didn't all deliver is because... yeah, because these trains are maxed out now. So they're each holding 6 packages per level. Oh my goodness. It's so much. Alright, we'll figure it out. This one is going. In fact, that is probably almost... Oh, no, it's not almost done. Yeah. Alright, I think we're going to have to keep an eye on this. So, in fact, it might be time for some math. So let me get out my calculator. And calculate this. So again, now we've got 6 spaces times 3 layers. It's 18 times 3, so that's 54 times 360. So this train that you're looking at right now is carrying 19,440 shapes. So guess what? That is well more than enough. And we can cut this off now. Where are we? Over here. Alright. Yes. We're cutting you off. Boink, boink. Nope. I'm just going to clear it. And do that and that. So now we will be creating the same thing in magenta. Alright, and this is all just to, you know, before we even get anything going. So here's our yellow coming around and yeah, making all those. Look at that. So that is, again, 19,000. If we have one full train, that's all we need. And it just has to be able to deliver. No delivery there and nothing there. Alright, so let's get that going. This guy we're going to respawn. And as soon as it leaves, pause. Alright, you are good, my friend. And I'm going to end this. We literally don't need this anymore. Because 19,000 shapes, that's 10,000 more than we need. Yeah, and this one is good too. Yep, it's done. In fact, let's go back over here. And once that is done, I'm going to clear this out. Oof, I hope I didn't do that too quickly. Yeah, no, we're good. Alright. Phew, that was close. Yeah. So that is going to be all of those going in. Okay. Alright, so this is all just set up before we get to what we really want to do, which is the full shape, right? And let me find a space to do it. Let's do that right here. So I've got... We're just going to create a little square. And this is our space. This is where our operator 6 machine is going to be. And like I said, what I want to be able to do is just deliver full squares and full spikes. And the reason is because then I can bulk it up like crazy. So let's do this. I'm going to Over here, where we have our squares, we have full squares right down there. Now I'm just gonna do this. Come in here, boink, and shape depot. And yeah, just put it right there. And that, we're just gonna do one train in for now. Uh-huh. You know, maybe we should go down and deliver in this way. Yeah, I like that better. And we'll just respawn it. And just cleaning this up for now. All right. And yeah, not that, but this. So that's going to bring square shapes in, and that is on layer 0. All right, then over here we need an unloader. 2, 3, 4, and we will do a stop, which doesn't do anything now because there's nothing there. All right. So what we need to do with this is we're going to take those shapes in, and we are going to cut them. And yeah, so let's get our cutter out. I'm going to flip it this way. 3, 4, and do 4 of those, okay? Now, you can see, oh, that's right. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to not cut, we need to checkerboard. What does that do? This is, why is that not showing a shape? Oh. Right. We don't need to checkerboard. We need to hourglass. Do we not have an hourglass machine? I did not create an hourglass machine. So this is going to be a new blueprint, which will also be available for free. All right, let's do it. We're going to do it on here. I think it will work. Yeah, I'm just going to do that for now. Okay, so hourglass. This is what I call hourglassing, is when you take and do that. So, alright, so let's do this. Let's bring stuff in like so. And what we want to do is cut first. Maybe we need... Here, I'm going to bring this up like so. Because maybe we need a taller platform, like a 3. A 3-fer. Let's claim that. Yeah, because, alright, here's what we need to do. We're going to cut... Then... we're going to need to jump out. And again, trying to do this on a single layer. So we can copy up. Then is there a... Can we do a swap with this? Can't remember now. What if we did something like that? No, that doesn't do it. That just creates the same thing. What if there was that? No. But is that something like this? No, not that. What if that is that? Oh, see, we're getting there. That has created one. So the other way to do it would be using a stacker. I don't necessarily want to do a stacker. But yeah, this in theory works because we can jump it out and then do the same thing, right? Except we can't jump it out. If we do that, then that... Oh, no, that's not right. That's just going to do that forever and ever. So in theory, we could also throw this in the trash, but that seems like a waste, right? All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna clear those out. I'll reset all these. So, if we were to rotate these, and let's rotate them both the same way. And then cut them. I'm not gonna worry about this yet. Yeah, see, then that works. That would get us into the position again if we, rotated this like that. Then we could stack this on top of that, right? But that's gonna require a double layer, which I don't want to do. What if... I mean, in theory, this could work, right? And, kick out two... although that's taking one... That needs 4 outputs. I really like that. That seems like a lot. So, yeah, if it does that, and this is on the wrong side of the axis. It needs to be up here, really. Alright, and then... Oh, no, so that gets the wrong side of the axis, too. Arrgh. Alright, I don't want to... Alright. Here's what we gotta do. Let's do this. Uh-huh. So it comes in like so. All right. So that's going to come in like that. And, oh, no, I want to jump these. These ones, I'm going to rotate, rotate, rotate. So yeah, again, this is 1 belt in, 4 belts out. So that's 4 belts in, 16 belts out. Which is a lot. Oh, look at where we're at. Alright, let's take a minute and do an upgrade. Boom. Next one, 250,000. Alright. That will definitely get us an achievement, right? Okay. So that gets us... Alright, that is that. And then this has to do the same thing. So that could go out that way. And that's also a lot of space. I don't like it. I mean, that's a little bit less space. Still don't like it. All right. All right, give me a second to think. All right, I think I have an idea here. I'm going to connect all these guys. What this is doing is it is sending... I did that incorrectly. I want to send all the top left out one way. All right. This is a top left. So I'm going to send top left out this way. I'm going to send bottom right out this way. So bottom right out this way. So here's another top left. This one. Top left. Yep, so that's all top left. And then these ones are bottom right. Okay, perfect. And that. Yes. Okay. So that's all top left and bottom right. Okay. So if I take this and do that, it does not work. Ah. Okay, I know why. What if we take this and just copy it here? Oh, it doesn't work because, yeah, this is not flipped. All right, so we can do, no, we can do this. All right, there we go. Take that. And that. Alright, now flip it good. And did that line it up down there? It did. Excellent. Alright. Okay. That's going to do it, because then all we need to do is put 2 stackers down here, right? Bottom right. Yeah, yeah. So, if we come in and get our stacker and do that, that creates exact same thing. Now, here's the thing. this creates... it's basically 2 belts worth. And from 1 belt, right, which is good. That's what we want. All right. So that is helpful. All right, let's take all this. I'm going to empty it out. 0. And let's copy this up. Look for this blueprint. And put a label right side up on there. So that is going to be our hourglass machine. Yay, so this whole thing is the blueprint. And, yeah, so that is 3, and then we want to do this, and we will do that, right? Sure. And put that in 3. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! That one didn't make it. I'm gonna create that one off camera. I killed that one too soon. Alright. Well, good. Alright, this, on the other hand, is all done and good to go. So I can completely kill that off. I can kill that. I can kill all of this. Including that. Alright, that was quick. Alright. So. Yes. So that is big. That takes up a lot of space, which I am not a huge fan of. But you know what? It is what it is. So we have a full belt. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the other thing we can do. Because it doubles that all up, this doesn't need to be 4. Although it could be. It does. Yes, it does. Alright. So yeah, this supplies all this, right? That all works. Here's what we do. Because now we have 4 coming out, and we need to paint half of them yellow and half of them not yellow. So that's perfect, actually. So those ones are... Yes, why are we not seeing that up there? We should see this same image up here. Right? Why are we not? Because this has been working very quickly. Yeah, okay, there it is. Alright. So, let's take a look at the whole thing. We're going to deliver those, and then we're also going to deliver a full thing of spikes. And again, we're going to hourglass them. And they'll need to be the other direction from this. And those spikes need to be painted white. So, yeah, let's do this. Half of these we're going to paint. Alright, I want to do that. Oh, sorry. I want to do another thing. This is going to delete all those shapes. perfectly fine is I want to give it one more space. Because I want this same train to pick up squares and spikes. Okay. So I'm going to cut it off. And take all this. And where's our spikes? Spikes are here. Alright. So then this one is... oh wait, no, we're going to do same train. So, yeah, we want this train. The train is going to have squares in the back. So, let's get our station spacer. And we'll do a wait stop. Alright. Then, it's going to come up here. And grab in the front part of the train, it's going to grab spikes. Okay, and then it will come down here. Like so. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Perfect. Hey, look at this guy. Man, this is over 500,000 shapes delivered. Love it. I love it. Oh, but here's the thing. This one, we can just do 2. Because we only need half as many. Alright, so, there. And that. Perfect. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this is just something I want to try. I just want to see if it works, right? So, yep. Alright, so that's going to bring those guys in there. And, what we're going to do is then we're going to copy all this and come up to the second layer. And, yeah, we'll just put it right there. Let's see here. We can put it right there. Where's that? Let's get that lined up. All right. So then this is going to make spikes in that format. But we're going to want them the other way. So we're going to, yeah. All right, so we're going to go. And that is going to be full 4 out. That'll be the full output. We're going to put that into rotators. Let's do clockwise. All right. Then those need to go into painters. Now I'm going to hide this and come on down here because these guys also are going to need to go into painters. We need one to go into painters and one to go into pins. See if this goes into painter. Yeah, that's what we want to do. All right. So let's get our painters out. And we'll just do it here or here, like that. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I want to do it the other way. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is going to run all the way in there. Now, in the meantime, this guy over here, he's going to get a pin pusher. And that's the correct orientation. This one, this guy needs to be spun around. So he needs a rotator. Right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's get paint. So here's what I want to do. Just like this, I'm going to bring paint in. So we can get rid of that. Paint is going to come in on a higher level. So let's do it over here. Unloader. And yeah, we want 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to carry this out to the edge, because that's, you know, if we're going to do, if I'm going to copy paste these, that's the idea, is that I want to be able to copy paste these, and it'll just start cranking it out. So I could do this where I just bring in raw color, but I'm not going to do that for this build. That is what we want. Then this one, let's take this. Oh. All right, and do a F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. Right? Oh. 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 Sorry, I'm being stupid. All right, this one is not that. All right, we're gonna cut this and go up to level 1. Yes. Yeah. All right. So we'll do this right here, just so it's all lined up. Where do we want it? Could go there. Get rid of this. All right. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I love that. So these are our spikes coming around and feeding into this painter. Now this guy comes and just drops down 1 to paint these white. Oh, I love it. So, then they're gonna stack over here And then these guys are going to come out and stack with those, with the output of this. I'm not sure which way that's going to go yet. All right, so what we need now is we need a fluid train that's got half yellow and half white. So let's, I've been talking about this white machine. Let's build it. I'm just going to build it right here. Let's go in for our depot, our fluid mixer depot. And yes. Oh, you know what though? Let's do this. I'm gonna go up a level and paste it. And let's take this and go down to the bottom level. Put that down there. Yeah, what we want to do. We don't want this. We want to take this and kick it out that way. Right? Yeah. All right. So that's going to feed out the back side, which is fine. Yeah, and then I'm going to take this and grab that, flip it. Like so. Alright. That's what we want. So this is paint mixer on the bottom. So yeah, taking this and going down to level 0. And coming up here and connecting like so. So here's the way it works. We have 3. Oh, wait. We don't have 3. Oops. There we go. And yeah, that. All right. So I'm going to delete those, take these, and go 1, 2, 3. All right, perfect. Perfect. So here's how it works. The 3 layers for fluid. You deliver any of the primary colors to any one of these. So red, green, blue, green, blue, red, green, whatever. The first 2 come in and mix at the top, which is on level 1. And then they send that mixture down to the bottom, which then mixes with the last one, which will then feed, kick it out to here. And I want to take this and move it in 1. Because then all 3 of those are lined up. And that makes me feel better. Done. So this, my friends, is the white machine. Or the white mixer, as it were. Oh, didn't want to do that. Just delete delays. All right. So let's save it. That is a depot. And it is 3. That and this. And I'm just in white. This is the white mixer. Save. Done. Alright. Let's do it. So, I'm gonna put it here. And this needs to be pasted on level 0, of course. You know what we could do is do all of our paint mixing like up here. First, though, we want yellow. So let's do just a regular fluid mixer depot. We're going to do that one there. Then down here, we'll do a white mixer. Alright, so this one is yellow. And yes, we need, because of what we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, stop. And go in there. Right, and then it's going to leave there, and we may, you know, eventually extend it way out here, but for now, I'm just going to do that, and we're going to bring it up 1, 2 layers. And in fact, you know what? Let's use some of our fancy. Here's our, here's the way that normally looks, right? But we have decorations. So we can do that and make it look prettier. Alright. So that is there, and we're going to bring it up. No, I want to go further. It's right there. And that's going to bring that on in. Okay. So I'm going to just start running connectors over here. You know what, though? Oh, well, that's not right. There we go. I want to take this and move it further in this way. Alright, just a spacing thing. Alright. Okay, I think this episode is running a little long. Gotta claim all that. So give me a second. I'm gonna get this all wired up again. I'm gonna have red and green coming in here. Then over here, I'm gonna have red, green, and blue. All right, so I have this all hooked up. Here's what I did is for red and green, I've got 2 things with 2 different colored trains. All right, so let's enable those. And then they come along here, and one of them branches off. The red one branches off. Red one branches off this way, and that goes off to the white mixer. The magenta one comes up here and goes into this, which ends up making yellow. Same with green, which we need to enable. Green comes along and comes down here. And you can see the first one, the cyan, branches off to go make yellow, and then the other one goes down to the white mixer. So we've got a green train and a cyan train. And then blue is just blue, because that's only going to the white mixer. So that one is all set. Yay. All right, let's do this. Get that going. Now I'm going to have a yellow train. Or wait, this is actually our only train. I'm just going to use white then. So white, and then this will be a 4 carriage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that will come in here and pick up yellow in the back, and then white in the front. So you can stop. Well, it's not going to stop because there's nothing to pick up. And same with that. So then that comes down here and delivers. All right, so now we've got these two. So we need to feed all this stuff into stackers. So let's do something different, because this guy's way over here, right? So let's do oh, I know what we can do. So it does matter. Does it matter? Yes, it does matter. We need that to be on the bottom, this to be on the top. Okay. All right. So that's good. We need our stacker. Yeah, so those guys are on the bottom. Now, when this shape combines with this shape, it doesn't matter. So we can do this, because that's at the same level as that. I don't want to go further left than that. If we did this, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And have these... wait. Have these do this. No. Have them do this. Oh. And up. No, that's not going to work. Alright. I was trying to get fancy and feed these ones in from the bottom. Could do, I think, if we scooch these up 1. Alright. And then go there, 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 and there. But then that, yeah, that doesn't work. So, yeah. Oh, alright. That. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, this is not working. We need to scooch it forward 1 more. Then I think it will work. Because we can do this. Can we do that? Yes. Alright. Okay, again. Probably not optimal. Oop. And that. And that. Alright, so anyway, that should make... Yes, that makes that. Then we need to combine that with this. And again, this one, top and bottom, doesn't matter. So we can be fancy with this by doing that. And bringing it in like so. And look at that. That's our shape. Haha. Okie doke. So that all works. And you can see by the green, the beautiful green circle, that is all working. All right, yes, it's still creating. We're still getting up to speed with everything. All right, but you see, this is working now. To double this up. Oh wait, and then we do, of course, need to deliver this. Oh, can't do that. That will work. Oh. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that makes a quad delivery. Now here's the thing. We just don't have the space. We do not have the space right now at our vortex. So I'm just going to do this. Now, eventually, this will be, 4 here. Right? In fact, let's just do it there instead. And we will do... yeah, we're just going to leave it like this. And, yeah. Be all set. Excellent. So we can... What I can do eventually, too, is I'm going to be able to take all this... and just duplicate it to right here. Right to there, for instance. Or maybe there. We figure it out. Right? And what I'll do, and this will make more sense once we get there, is we're going to make this into a... once this is doing 4, and then 4, and then we'll triple it up. Okay, and once it's tripled up, then that's 12 cars going right into the vortex. And you'll see how easy it is to get it going. So let's get a train. And just get it going. Do we still have this? We do. So I'm gonna sneak around here. And come on in. And that is gonna start delivering in. And again, with just this one... Is this a full train? Oh my god. Guys, with this one full train, we're getting all of our deliveries. Alright? So once that is quadrupled up, I mean, it's crazy town, right? Alright, so I'm going to save this as our operator shape. Wait, is that right? Yeah. No, that's not right. Oh, no! Alright. Here's what we're delivering. This is what we need to deliver. Oh my goodness. Alright. This is ridiculous. Alright. Give me a minute. Okay. So here's what I did. I copied all this and just pasted it over here. And that way I can just copy it back because this is already built. So I also created a second train here to take another load. And you know what? I'm just going to create another one. To just take a ton of these in. And to start hammering them in. Because you can now see, yeah. See, this is our correct shape. All right. So now it's making our correct shape. So, oh, it's going to take a second. It's going to flicker back and forth a bit because, yeah. All right, now I think we've cleared out all the ones with the white spikes. So all I did was I got rid of that one layer of stackers, and I cut these, the white spikes off. So that's so ridiculous. And again, all we need is one full delivery of this. So there's 2. And once these guys are delivered in, and you can see they've got some time to go. Here's the thing, is that this first one, that still hasn't delivered. So once those 3 trains deliver, that is 14,000 times 3. Oh no, it was more than that. It was like 8, whatever it was. It's gonna be pretty close to finishing this off. So, and again, I just need one train to bring this in. So those other ones are gonna go in first, and then this one will go in. I created that. Oh, and actually, you know what? That's incorrect. I need to. There we go. There we are. Boink, boink, save. All right. So this is saved as operator 6. Okay, once, I think that's pretty full, right? Let's do this. Let's create a different color train to come in and grab this. And I'm going to make sure that when it grabs it, it's full. Because once it's full, then we're good and we can cut all this off and clear everything else out. Yet, and again, because it's just feeding this one loader, it is screaming those in. Yep, done and done. All right. So that is cut off. This is all emptied out. So it's going to take some time because all of those other trains have to go in first before it starts putting these shapes in now. So let's take this. And I think I can do this without copy pasting it back. Oops, I just wanted to have it as reference. Yeah. All right, that is it. And we can, yep. There we go. Done. Zoe, Washington. Oh my goodness, that was ridiculous. And here's the thing too, is that these trains are not all going to be able to deliver in, are they? Oh, yeah. That got most of them in. And actually the other 2 did deliver in. So that's good. There's our little green train. So once this is all done, our green train will be dead. Yeah. All right, that's it. So this is all going to be cleared up by the time we come back. Next episode, we will unlock crystals and start playing with crystals. And then, oh my goodness, my friends, we are so close. Look at this. I mean, that's easy, right? Hey, hourglass. Yay. Hourglass with a different color. Ah, it's just perfect. All right, we're going to create a crystallizer blueprint next time. I need to go and drop all these blueprints in. So we are all set. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please subscribe if you haven't. And a like is always welcome. Thank you so much. This is Gramps, signing off.